The Lion of Judah has spoken. Revealed Christian Chapel International. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In him was life, and light. John 1:1. Once God has spoken, twice have I heard this, that all powers belong to God. Psalm 60 verse 11. The Lord will roar from on highly, and from his holy habitation utter his voice. He will roar mightily against his foe, and shout like those who tread grapes against all the inhabitation of the earth. Jeremiah 25 verse 30. Prophet Tommy Darling, Rohi Nabi, highly anointed by God. Every word he speaks come to pass, because God is with him. Attend this assignment as in Suba. Remember, when the lion roar, who can stand? Harden not your heart. This is your time. See you and family. You are blessed. You are highly favored.
Praise God. We thank the name of the living God for his abundant grace and mercy upon our life, that could dash us or separate us from the wicked one. Devices in a man's heart, but it is only the counsel of Jehovah that shall stand. But you see, I want you also to understand that for the counsel of God to stand, there is something you must also do. Today I want us to look at Gethsemane. Gethsemane is a place of agony. It's a place of mental stress. It's a place of spiritual battle. It is a place of spiritual awakeness. Now I want you to understand that there is something you have to do. Every man will once in his life be in Gethsemane. Now I want you to understand that Gethsemane is not necessarily the place that you derive joy, but it is the place and the moment. The moment you enter your Gethsemane, know that your triumph has come. Praise God. Your triumph has come. Your celebration is about to be announced. Often than not, we see Gethsemane as punishment. Gethsemane is agony. It's agony. It's agony. It's pain. And every man, every woman, every child of God who once in his life experience this agony of pain. You see, when Jesus went to Gethsemane, he went with only 2 disciples. He did not carry everyone along. I want you to understand that in your Gethsemane, you don't go with everyone, but you go with the right people. And with the right too. You may go with the right people, but you are the one that will pay the price of that agony. Jesus went to Gethsemane. He went with Peter. He went with Peter and James. But the Bible said, these people were asleep when Jesus was busy praying. So you see, that time their agony has not yet come. So they don't understand what Gethsemane is. So they know Gethsemane, but they have not experienced Gethsemane. You may know something. You may be hearing about prayer. You may be hearing about praying in spirit, praying fervently. You may hear the word. You have to pray. That is your agony. That is your Gethsemane. You pray a prayer that you yourself, your body will feel and your body will know that it has passed through a pain in prayer. You see, Jesus passed through things. He experienced it. Now I want you to understand, Peter and James, because it was not their agony, it is not their pain. It is the pain of Jesus Christ. But Jesus took them to Gethsemane. Some of us, we are carrying people to the hour of prayer. Now there are some people, when you take them to your hour of prayer, you can't pray. They will distract you. But you see, when Jesus was climbing, he told them, stay here. Let me go hither. It means let me go further. He saw in them that they could not help him complete his task. See, there are some people, they are with you, but they will never finish with you. You must let them remain where they are and move ahead and press on. Praise God. If you don't have this knowledge now, and they have many others, something that have prayed, that have done everything. You have prayed, you have done everything, but you still carry Peter and James to the position where you are going to pray. You don't have to take them there. Jesus let them remain at their level. You need to put certain people in their level where they belong to. Jesus put them to that level because that is where they belong. He says, stay here, let me go and come. Till he returned back and asked them, so you can't just pray for 1 hour and you are sleeping. When he returned again, James, now he's not in the first gear. He moved to second and now to the fourth gear, deep asleep. But Peter was just trying to do something. Praying, sleeping. You see, I want you to understand that Gethsemane is an agony. Gethsemane is pain. Gethsemane, you are praying. It's like a woman that is yelling, a woman that the husband is taken away, and that woman no peace within her heart, and that woman still want that man back, and that woman is persevering, doing everything. She will be frustrated. A man that loves his baby and he can't see his baby, and the baby is taken away. When I talk about the baby, a woman that man loves, or the daughter, and the man is you can't do anything till you have found that person. When you are praying, your mind is still on the subject matter, your desire. You are in pain or bitterness, you grow lean. Some men, they'll put buttons, you see the buttons, the top will change like this, and so when it comes out, they say, oh God, please, it's like your dress is not correct. You say, oh, I left my car in my briefcase. A car cannot be in the briefcase, but because of a woman, the love. So I left my car in my briefcase. Instead of saying I left my car key in the briefcase, the language of that man is not straight. That is pain, that is agony, that is stress. And the same time, a woman who is going to, she will forget she had added salt to the soup already, and then she will add another salt again. By the time she tests the steam of the soup, the food is spoiled. Do you know why? Because her heart desire, her faith, what gives her joy, what she's proud of, has been taken away, or she can't see that thing anymore. You see, that is the agony of pain. It's like a child that is growing and loves the father. Suddenly the father is dead. Suddenly the mother is dead. That child has only one question: who would give me that same love back? That's agony. A man that gave everything to a company, a man that gave everything to a business. He went on work on Monday, a letter was there, took it as a normal file that he's going to work on. He opened it, dismissed. Not only dismissed, but sacked at the same time. Then he said, how can I receive 2 double blows? This technical knockout. He will ask, am I in the same company? He will ask, please, is this the name of this company? They said yes. Is it in my office? They said yes. What is happening? Before he said, the man will fall down, go, pour water on him, bring him back, revive him back to life. When he come, you ask him, he said, I have not only been fired, but sacked at the same time. Because he gave everything. So that man is in agony. Your heart is bleeding. Your heart is bleeding. Every man will once be in Gethsemane to pray. And when your moment of Gethsemane comes, don't think with it. That is your moment of triumph. Jesus saw death ahead of him. My Bible says he saw death. He saw and he knew that he's about to die. But he needed Gethsemane to pray. At times it's not negative. At times you have seen victory coming. You have seen miracle is about to happen. But you need to go to your Gethsemane and pray. When you read Luke 18 verse 1, it says men ought to pray but not to faint. I believe Gethsemane in the New Testament, after the death of Christ, that is Luke 18 verse 1. It says men ought to pray but not to faint. Watch and pray. But Peter and James, when you read the Bible in Mark chapter 14 verse 32, he said they were asleep. They were asleep. Mark 14:32, they were asleep in Gethsemane. They were asleep. They did not watch and pray. But Jesus watched and prayed. So Jesus said in that verse, he said, watch and pray. Watch and pray. Men ought to pray but not to faint. It means a moment will come in your life, you will be praying. You will give up in prayer. You will give up in prayer, because when the agony, the pain become too much, you can't pray anymore. But he said, watch and pray. He said, can't you just pray for 1 hour? He said, so can't you just pray for the future? A woman looking for a child who has walked the length and breadth of churches and men of God and prophet, has walked through the herbalists and everywhere. When you tell that woman pray, she will tell you, you know how many times